Hey everybody, it's me, Steve SCHNEE, the CD Junkie. Welcome to Still Relevant After All These Years. This is a series where I focus on a particular artist and I essentially show you how they have continued to make great music throughout the decades. This may be an introduction to an artist to you, or it may be a reintroduction to an artist to you. But what you're going to get is just me telling you just a short little history about him, and then I'm going to play a medley of great songs that I think represent the best of their songwriting, and it will show you how they've remained on top of their game and still relevant even decades after they first stepped into the spotlight in the music industry. I hope you enjoy this episode and come back for more when I post them. On this episode of Still Relevant After All These Years, I am going to play some music by a gentleman by the name of John Watts, an amazing singer-songwriter. I first caught wind of John Watts way back in 1979 when he fronted the band Fischer-Z. But of course, back then I thought they were called Fischer-Z because I had no idea. I was 16 years old, didn't know about the Z or the Z thing. John Watts is a unique and brilliant singer-songwriter. In the early days, his voice was really high. He sang in this very interesting falsetto that was similar to Pete Townsend, just up another octave or two. But then he dived down into this low baritone. It was very, very interesting. Now, he had a background in psychology, so perhaps using these different voices to color the songs, perhaps they all had the same core values, but they were sung from different perspectives. And that's how I always interpreted it. And as the albums progressed, the differences in the voices got closer and closer until he started singing sort of in the mid-range between the falsetto and the baritone, but still a very unique voice, very creative songwriter. There's so much honesty in his art, so much passion. While there are many love songs littered throughout his catalog, there's also a lot of songs that deal with political views and personal issues and the life evolving and revolving around him. Truly brilliant singer-songwriter. The confusing thing about John Watts is that he operated under the name Fischer-Z, then he went solo with John Watts, then he was in a band called The Cry, then he reformed Fischer-Z, then he went solo as J.M. Watts, then he went solo as Watts, and then he went solo as John Watts again, and then back to Fischer-Z. So he has this catalog that's 20-something albums, and they're all just inspiring and creative and unique. At the core, he's always John Watts, but he does garnish his recordings with maybe some little bits and pieces of modern technology. He's writing songs today that are still as powerful and melodic as anything he did back with Fischer-Z in the late 70s and early 80s. Now you are going to be able to experience the music and magic of John Watts as I take you down an 8.5-minute medley that features snippets of songs from 20 of his albums. I don't have everything in there because then this medley would have been way too long. And perhaps longtime Fischer-Z fans are going to go, but you didn't put my favorite song. Well, this is actually just meant to introduce people to the music of John Watts as well as remind fans how amazing he has been over the last 40 years. So sit back and enjoy the music of John Watts.
Sleep for 5 stops in a row. Prepare yourself to go. Waterloo Station. Bought a 69 Capri. Failed the MOT. What a waste of time. Don't walk up. Why didn't you tell me? not a question of time. We can't afford to dream about the peaches and cream. Turn back the clock, 'cause I'm in your hands. Turn back the clock, I think you understand. Turn back the clock, I want you to come home. Oh, turn back the clock, 'cause I'm in your hands. Turn back the clock, I think you understand. Turn back the clock, I want you to come home. There can be nothing more sublime. Line in a mountain, line by line. I'm just a summer, not a river. I'll send you a postcard. Are you real? Are you there? Can you prove it to me, baby? Make a sign, shake your fist, stick out your tongue. Can you scream? Can you shout? Can you wave your arms and legs about? Are you a star? Is that what you are? Are you real? How does it feel when the mood's got too strong? I simply turn my stereo on. When the bills are piled up high, I turn my radio up and fly. When the hearts are broken down, I go for coffee in the town. I never own a jukebox, but I thought about it. Latte whirled in sun-drenched Hove. What a time to live. Young mothers worship tiny broods at the Church of Tea and Kids. The little shop across the road has recently been forced to close. There are bigger chains across the road. Oh, what a time to live. Oh my God, an Armageddon. Time to screw another head up. Now's the time, make up your mind. Someone else make mine, we will remember them. We will remember them. First impressions often lie. They often fool a naked eye. I think I lost control. 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 I think I lost. It must be done, seen to be done. It must be done, seen to be done. It must be done, seen to be done. Very much like justice. It must be done, seen to be done. It must be done, seen to be done. It must be done, seen to be done. Very much like justice. If we build bridges with love, hey, hey, it might be enough when you fight monsters, you know. Hey, hey, you become monsters too. I watch so many films with happy endings. Stories where the dreamer's dreams come true. I thought that I'm immune, but I'm pretending. Don't underestimate what love can do. I've been told that I'm naive, betraying queen of misery as well. But I think wars should be between those fighting men and their machines, that's all. That's all.
Well, that's it for this episode of Still Relevant After All These Years. I hope you enjoyed it, and I hope it inspires you to either go re-listen to classic albums from your collection or maybe search out some great music that you may have missed the first time around. Remember to like, comment, share, subscribe, and to ring that bell for future notifications. And until the next time, remember me, I'm Steve SCHNEE, the CD Junkie.